Yo, I just know it's going to be a great week for you. We're going to get after it. We're going to track our foods. We're going to bring intensity to our workouts. We're going to push in the gym and like we never have before. And we're going to push in all other areas of life like we've never had before. It's just the week for that. Don't think about why. Who cares why? We're just going to do it. Me, you, everybody that watches this, everybody in the program, everybody not in the program that watches this. This is just the theme for the week. And so I want to start this little segment with a question. It's kind of, the question is who's lifting what? When you're going to the gym, who's lifting the weight? Oh, it's me, Rob. I'm lifting the weight. Yeah, I get it. But who are you? Are you somebody that's living in congruence with your conscience? When you're in the gym, when you're doing anything, any decision you make throughout the course of this week, is it in alignment with your vision for yourself? Is this going to progress you towards where you know you should be going? That higher calling that you have, that you're meeting through this process of tracking your foods and hitting the weights? Are those two people the same? Or is there a lesser version of who you should be in there lifting the weight? Well, if there is, here's the solution. Bring intensity to the weights. I know, it's crazy. How you do one thing is how you do everything. And so this is an area where we have definite control to overcome ourselves. In spite of how tired we are, in spite of us being hungry or not having as much nutrition as we think we should have, this is an area where we can step up and give it everything that we have in spite of our feelings. And that exercise, that mental push through, that mental breakthrough will carry in to the other areas of our life. It's not about how much weight you're lifting. It's not about how you look. It's about who's lifting the weight. It's not just you. Which version of you is it? And step up, bring that best version of yourself, bring intensity to every moment in the gym. I remember back in, I used to drink and party all the time, and I had this weird thought in my head that I had some sort of masculinity about myself. And then when I finally cut out all the bullshit, dropped the bullshit, and started actually look at myself in the mirror, I was not any sort of man. I was not masculine at all. I was more akin to a baby, crying in the shower, completely running away from my life, completely scared of what was happening around me all the time. And it wasn't until I started making sacrifices in terms of what I thought that I wanted to pursue what I was actually being called to. The whole time I was out drinking, I remember looking in the mirror and seeing a version of myself with abs. Dang, I've never seen abs in my life. I remember, even when I was in my darkest of dark, I could still envision who I was supposed to be. And it wasn't until I started making sacrifice with the things that I thought that I wanted, that I thought that I enjoyed, that I really started making progress on that vision. It brings me to my next question. What sacrifices are you willing to make to fulfill your vision of yourself? The cost of your new life is that your old life goes away. You want to be ripped, you want to be jacked, you want to walk into a room with confidence all the time. You want to have a mindset that of confidence that knows it can overcome any challenge that comes up, because you've already started your day with the hard stuff. You already put the weight on your back and did the squats. You want that mindset. It's going to cost you your old bullshit habits, your old bullshit behaviors that are doing nothing but setting you back and keeping you out of integrity with yourself. Just got to do it, man. But anyways, sacrifice. You gotta be willing to make sacrifice for yourself. And I'd propose to you this, that the things that you actually have to sacrifice in order to get to where you say you want to go are literally nothing in the big picture. So you have to skip some cheese on some tacos. So you have to go into the store and grab a rotisserie chicken instead of taking the Arby's drive-through. So you have to do some little things here and there. I mean, these are really small sacrifices, but what they're preparing you to do is to be willing to make big sacrifices. You know what? Let me ask you a question. What's love? In a familial sense, in a family sense, love is sacrificing. You're being selfless. You are foregoing your own needs for the needs of your children or your partner or whatever. Love is sacrifice. The act of loving is sacrificing your own wants and desires for another person. So how do you love yourself? You make sacrifices for the betterment of yourself. You tell that little 6-year-old that wants to go in for ice cream when it's late at night and get some sweet treats to munch on. No, it's not the best thing for you. So we're going to sacrifice those sweet treats so we can continue to progress in this one area of our life that we said we want to progress in. And through progressing in that area, we're going to transmutate our skill set into all other areas of life so we can carry that discipline to wherever else we go. And you know, for a lot of people in this program, you're in the program, you're listening to this, more than likely, you need to transition your career acumen, your business acumen into the physical realm. Because I got a lot of killers in here, dude. I'm always blown away by the level of success, the level of grit that people already have when they get into this program. So maybe for you, you need to take that grit that you have and transfer it into the physical realm. You already have it within you. Here's the overlying thing about what I'm getting at with you right here. It's already in you, man. You already are that dude. You just need to live it out now. So go live it out. Don't overthink it. Just one foot in front of another, one step at a time, one day at a time, logging one meal at a time, one better decision than worse decision at a time. And next thing you know, you're fully ripped, you're fully jacked. When you're fully ripped, you're fully jacked. The people around you are going to want to be fully ripped and fully jacked. So now they're getting their ass in gear. You're paying it by making sacrifices to which your lower self desires. You're paying it forward to the rest of the world. Time and time again, I've had people come through this program. They start flying straight, and then everybody else in their life flies straight. You are paying it forward by living up to your calling, because you are setting that example for them. And they see the change in you. And when they see that change in you, they see a light and they want it. They become attracted to it, and they start to make that change for themselves. So this, ultimately isn't about you. It's about the people watching you. It's about the people that saw you step up and make this commitment. Now you need to push forward and crush for them. So they know that when you say something, you're a person of your character, that you're going to stick to it, you're going to step up, and you're going to crush because you said you're going to. And they learn to trust that. That's the example we give for our kids, for our spouse, for our partners, our employers, our employees, the whole nine. It's so funny, dude. It's so funny. Like, I get people involved in this on like some purely superficial, vain pursuit. Completely superficial. Let's see your abs for the first time in your life. And it ends up becoming so much more. Because everybody wants to see their abs. Hardly anybody actually does it. When you pull it off, you're proud of yourself. You start to feel like yourself. And it changes everybody around you. And it changes everything in your life. It's not just showing up to the pool party looking good. It's about living out who you know you're called to be. So, with that said, make it a great week. Hit me up if you need anything. I'll talk to you on Thursday. Take care.